contestant.
Alright everybody, welcome back. We're gonna get right to it. Right hand side of the screen, you got Lohania and Lou. Lou's on the alt account in the bottom right. Lohania just ranked up to Infinity and also posted a record 70 game. Lou also ranked up to Infinity recently. We've also got Tony, who's I think been as high as S9. He's on his alt account, who's playing as Ari right now. Alright. Already we hear the crowd roaring. First hole, hole 8, tough condition, and Lou, right out of the gate, holes in one. So, a condition that I'm actually not familiar with, and it's a tricky pin, full of micro putt potential. We just want to get something close that we can make an easy birdie on. So I chose to stick a little 3-iron in there above the hole.
Nice on.
And we're praying to just get out with a birdie, because we already know we're going to be 4 points down.
Nice birdie.
And banged that birdie putt home. So Lou with the 14-point start, which is not unexpected. Lou's a very good player. So we're tied for second right now. We've got hole 9, some pretty strong winds.
Nice shot.
That right to left wind played up the left side. Just want to get through these 2 holes with 20 points, honestly. Don't expect any eagles on this condition. This is probably my least favorite pin of this entire green. And if you also notice, I have my PB in 9 holes on the bottom left. I totally forgot to take that out of the screen whenever I was recording earlier. I think I was live streaming some solo rounds. So here we go, approach on 9. I've been liking backspin on this lately, and it's not a bad approach. But you do not want to be level with the hole from close range, because you know what happens. I don't even have to say it. The almighty micro. I've been trying a strat that Joe from Discord has enlightened me with, but just didn't give it enough power there. Settle for a par. Luckily, we think our lucky stars, Lou actually missed the birdie putt. So Lou, also with a par, but Lohania gets that birdie, and now we're down to 2 players at least, and tied for third. So we're going to eagle behind first and a birdie behind second, and tied with 2 other people going into Resort A. You really don't want to see hole 1 with a strong wind, because you're more than likely not making up ground here. So you try to get through hole 1 with a birdie and hope you can get an easy condition on 2, or get hole 3 with light winds, because it's one of the shorter par 5s that's pretty amenable to an eagle. But taking our sweet time here, trying to adjust for this tricky wind. And we do an absolutely abysmal job of reading that wind, and we hit the fringe, which gets us an even worse rollout. 26 feet away, here you see Tony, who I was tied with in third, shorts his birdie putt. So presumably now we're tied for third with 1 other person, and no eagles there, so not a whole lot of movement on the board. And I don't know if you saw my rank at the beginning of the game, but this was actually after I had ranked up to Infinity 5 and said that I would retire this character altogether. I just couldn't leave it be. I played one more game right after I ranked up. A player ended up shooting 62 with a A hole-in-one on 17 and an albatross on 18. I nearly ranked out of Infinity 5, and then I won a low-ranking lobby right after that, but still did not feel validated, so I wanted to do a little grinding with this profile and play with the lobbies that I'm used to playing with from Discord. Here we got a good condition, but you gotta rely on that little launch roll through the rough. And just when you think you hit a good shot, there's Lou.
Nice on.
Chipping in for eagle. So if I don't make this putt, down by 8. Not looking too hot. Alright, you see Tony didn't get the eagle. Lohania is just shy of the eagle, so with that putt we actually catapult into second place. The other tied for third. It's putting for birdie here. Alright, so in second place but still down by an eagle. Going to the final. You hope for anything but a special, and guess what we get? A special hole.
Final round.
At this point, not that you hope other players screw up, but if you want to have any chance, you almost hope for an OB or water ball.
Nice shot.
And it's just not going to happen on this condition. 4-mile-an-hour wind. I think I've only eagled this hole on any of the pins. I've only eagled twice up to this point. So really praying for a miracle or a micro putt.
Nice shot.
So Lou makes it on the green, stays out of danger.
Chip in eagle.
And somehow we get that to go. The thing was rocketing backward. I do not know how the hole grabbed that spin. But if Lou makes the birdie, we are tied and going too close to the pin. And Lohania's putting birdie, makes that birdie. And somehow, even with a micro, we have found our way into a first place tie. Deserves the pineapple emote. In a familiar position, Lou and I in a close to the pin. Probably a 500 record between us in these contests. Anything goes. Not very familiar with this condition. Been struggling with my backspin lately. With a lack of spin. This time we get the spin. And Lou gets just a little too much. So somehow we squeeze the win.
Congratulations.
Just barely. And Infinity 5 is maintained. Sad strawberry. And there is no better validation than a gritty win like that. Now on to the second game. We got Ann, who's an Infinity player. This is actually Khan, who's playing on an alt. Khan has ranked up without cloud saves to Infinity 7 before. So another game where we got our hands full. Without a doubt, Khan is the most accurate player in the entire game. He plays on handheld, no TV, and has carded several 66s and more pin hits than I've ever seen. In 9-hole random can shoot a -14 at a moment's notice. So you're just basically holding your breath every time you see him swing, and there he gets a close approach. We both settle for a birdie, and you kind of just, every time you see that the ball doesn't go in, it's a sigh of relief. On to the next hole, hole 12. not the favorable wind. I always opt to just play it through the rough.
Nice shot.
I end up going rough and then the 3-dot driver. And then I usually try to play like a 3-iron into the green without any spin. So we're always about 300 out. Do the little 3-dot driver to the edge of the fairway. Gives us a pretty decent straight on headwind. I mean, it's kind of like the only shot you have. Because you just can't go for that island fairway off the tee. Give it a little 2 1/4. Maybe 2.1. And we just get an awkward, like a launch forward here.
Nice on.
So, gotta settle for birdie at best. You see Con off in the distance and you just, again, you hold your breath. Because you know it's coming. The shot is up. And dunks it in on the second or third bounce. And here I'm thinking, of course, here we go. But this is with my alt character. This is Chorlie. Both of these are named after the dogs, Broice and Chorlie. So Chorlie is the newest venture. We're in S7 at this point. I think I ranked up from B+ to S7.7, which is the best that I've seen of any non-cloud save rank up in golf. So potentially we hold the world record for rank up. Con had ranked up to like 7.3. But anyway, we're an eagle behind. We got a good condition to possible eagle on 7. But it's tough to be super precise when you have a max tailwind. Do the little nose spin, full rollout approach, and we get it to go. And we're feeling good at this point. Gotta let that replay play out. Because you know, as soon as you click out of the replay, you're gonna see that Con also chipped in. It's that intimidation factor. He actually calculates using trig the vectors of each diagonal component of all the winds, all while operating on handheld switch. So Con doesn't get that eagle to go. We're tied up, and like I said earlier, we're feeling good. Anytime you can make it to the 4th or 5th hole tied with Con, obviously your chances are better to at least get a crack at close to the pin. Hole 8, not a very good condition here, but at least it's middle pin. Doesn't give a whole lot of awkward putts. We throw a little 5-iron in there. And a nice little curve, just like we didn't plan. And we don't get any of the spin back. But a close approach. None of the other players are doing anything crazy, so it looks like it's kind of like a battle between me and Con. Should be an easy putt here. Just get the birdie and move on. Or not. Alright, you see Con right next to me on the right hand side.
Nice par.
And birdies. So all the work we did to get back to square, we just lost the progress. Now you're hoping for some difficult condition, maybe a special. But at worst, second place secured.
Final round.
Alright, so we got hole 15. Looks like a pretty straight tailwind. I like to get it to the right side of that fairway. I used to play rough here, but I think fairway is the best way to go so you can swing a little more full without having to do anything crazy with your spin. It's a pretty forgiving pin here. You see Con in the rough just on the left side of the screen. So I've got definitely the better angle. Down by 3, so there's probably not a good chance he's gonna par. So we gotta do something.
Nice shot.
Gotta do something big. Go big or go home.
Chip in even.
And we get it to fall. Eagle 7, micro putt 8, eagle 15 for a chaotic game, to say the least. And now, time to hold our breath once more. For Mr. Precision, the shot is up. And just short. So somehow, these last 2 games, the final hole, we've had some absolute magic come into play. These games are definitely few and far between, but it feels crazy to actually get these shots to go in crunch time.
Congratulations.
And so my S7 Chorlie gets to receive a little bit of rank here. I deranked from S7.7, so we're happy to get the win here. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. There's definitely more to come. A lot of crazy things been happening in the last week or so. And I just want to thank you all for the support. Of course, in the past month, we've gotten over 1,000 subscribers. It means the world to me. I appreciate y'all continuing to interact with the live streams and show love on the videos. And so I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching.